All right, let's get started. Okay, boom. So this was from yesterday's session, but then I'll have a look at the new one. Boom, I'm getting messages here. Welcome to the session. I appreciate that watching us from YouTube. If you have any startups, you have a startup question and you want my live reaction, write this down below. Let's go. So what do we have today? Okay, so this one reviewed. Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. This one reviewed. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So yesterday we reviewed Event Snap. I had a little more question. Let's dive into the new ones so everyone can get a little bit of that. Okay, let's start with this one. Rook Fat. Let's just tell him answering your pitch live from YouTube. Can we just share that person? Well, we just send him that. Boom. So building is easy, getting customers isn't. This is a very clear value proposition. I like it. Runllo gives solo founder an AI marketing crew, Reddit lead gen, SEO content, social media creation, and personal branding all in one place. Man, the problem statement was very clear. Getting customers is harder than building, especially these days. But now the delivery is too complicated. There's a lot of features. You're basically just throwing out features here and there. And it's not the way to make it work. So first thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna send him the link to the live. Boom, boom, boom. Let me just edit that here. Edit comment. For more details, let me just say, watch here for more details. There we go. I'm just gonna copy paste that so I can use it for the others. Boom. There we go. So problem statement, good. Now the way you bring the solution has two problems. Problem number one, oh, hey, came from Reddit. I love this. I'm gonna have a look at today's Reddit session right after this one. But welcome to the show. So problem we have with this one, way too many features. Like you state the problem. People want customers. Builders want customers. Ultimately, you don't want to explain how you get them to get customers within your pitch. And so here you try to explain how, and you're sort of stacking the features: AI marketing crew, Reddit lead gen, SEO content, social media creation. So you're sort of giving away the recipe. And so the problem with this thing is some people can look at this and think, okay, so if I want to get customers, I don't need to use their solution. What I need to do is get an AI marketing crew, do Reddit lead gen, do SEO, do social media content, and eventually personal branding. So they can think, okay, the guy just gave me the recipe, so I have no point of hiring these guys. The second thing that we see is you giving away a lot of very different things. And the way I picture this specifically is when you show multiple features, people can think you're not really good at what you're doing. Let me pull out a photo that I have to illustrate that. Let me find my famous burger photo. Let me illustrate that with you guys. That's the one. Show in Finder. Copy here. Let me see if I can just open this from this panel right here. Just over here. Improvising, guys. This is a live. I'm totally improvising. Yes, it's working. Okay, so here's the problem when you're presenting a lot of features to people. This is exactly what they think. People on this is the right side. So people, they want customers. So they come up and they want customers. That's the burger thing. They want the burger. And now on the left side, this is what when you're saying, oh, I want to do SEO. That's the burger. Then I want to do the sushi. Then I want to do the kebabs. Then I want to do the barbecue. So people, they want one thing. They want the burger. And you saying, oh, I'm great at SEO. I'm great at AI marketing. I'm great at social media content. I'm great at da. And when people see this, when they see the ad like this, that's what they think. They think, okay, how can these guys be good at AI, at Reddit lead gen, at SEO, at social media content, at personal branding? How can they be good at all of these things at the same time? It's so strange when what I want is the restaurant that is the best at doing the burgers, right? And so what I would fix with your pitch right away is this, like, don't give away the full recipe because people will just ditch it and try to do it themselves. Or when they look at the features that you give away, they'll think, how can they be good at all of that at the same time? I don't trust it, right? So I would say fix this. Now, the second thing is, I don't know if we have Rookfat watching the live here. If you're watching, let me know so we can do a little bit of back and forth. I'm just going to quickly have a look at your website. Oh, I like the painting. Good reference. Billing is easy. Getting your customer isn't. I like it. I would maybe slightly narrow it down to billing. Who exactly are you talking to? In the header, not in the subtitle. Gives B2B founders an AI marketing. Okay, so that's pretty much the same thing as what you mentioned. Yeah, so I would fix it. Nice layout though. Let me scroll a little bit. The hard part was never the code. I like the value proposition. 20 cents. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's the feature. That's what you do for them. Meet your agent, blah, blah. Okay, so here you're really laying out. You're really ooh, we have the founder. I love this. Okay, so this is for you. So I'm reviewing your website right now. So as I was saying, I like your value proposition. I would maybe tune it down directly to the ICP. So the B2B founders, I would probably put in the headline. B2B founders is still very vague. If you can narrow it down a little bit more as a start, to get your first 50 clients, what kind of B2B founder you can help first. Then I like that you're restating value proposition. I would still double down after that because here you're really laying down, okay, what features do we have in our system and stuff like that? What is really missing here? We'll talk about the price later, right after that. What is really missing here is the transformation. So you're explaining what you're going to do for me. But to be honest, when I give you my money, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what you do. It's like when you go to a garage to get your car fixed, you don't care. Ultimately, you don't care how the guy is going to fix your car. All you want to know is, okay, when should I come back? How much is going to cost me? When should I come back? And is my car going to be totally fixed? And will I be free to drive with it for 18 months? That's the same thing here. I don't care that you're going to activate my crew or review and approve these kind of things. They tell me when I'm going to get customers, how many customers I'm going to get, and that's it. And when I look at your landing page right now, it doesn't say that. It doesn't say when I'm going to get the customers, how much energy, effort I'm going to have to put in addition to paying you for that, and the results. And now the other problem that I have is it's $27 a month. So the price in itself is not bad. But when I look at your pitch here, and you says, oh, you're going to give me an AI marketing crew, lead gen, SEO, social media content, personal branding, blah, 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 all of that for $27 a month. I'm like, that's shady. That's shady. Because like you're selling me this entire thing. You're telling me that you're the best at burger, sushi, kebabs, and barbecue. And it's all I can eat. And it's only going to cost me $27. Hard to believe. Way too hard to believe. I need proof. There you go. I hope this helps you. Blah blah blah. I hope this helps you. Let me know. Drop me your additional questions and stuff like that. You can do that either in the Reddit or somewhere in the live. I'm new with the live, guys, so I have no idea how it works, but that's for your stuff. We have a question here from the live, so I'm going to take live questions first. Is it possible for me to also post the link to my website through the chat? I don't think I can click on links. So give it a try. If it's not too complicated, I'll just type it manually. Otherwise, try to see if you can get on my social media and just like send me the link. But try it here. If your link is not too hard, I'll have a look at that. And if you're posting a link, give me the pitch of what your product and business do so that we can have a look at that as well. In the meantime, I'm going to take the next one and let's have a look at that. Let me just quickly make sure people are not commenting on X and I just happen not to see that. Nah, all good. If you guys are watching from X, say hello so I know that this live is working. Boom, boom, boom. So we have a couple of comments. You raised a really nice point about the visual and quantifying the impact of my agents. Absolutely. This is the most important part. Like, people don't buy your tools. They want to buy the solution to the problem. So you need to emphasize on that. Stephen Lay, you can try it with mine. Of course I can try it with yours. Just like drop it somewhere and I'll do it. Drop it somewhere, I'll do it. I'll have a look at that in 5 minutes. First, let me just quickly have a look at the pitch that we have from the Reddit. I just want to do one more. Shit, I just messed up. Let me just go back. There we go. Let me do one more. Okay, this one is done. Check, answered in the live. Check. Boom. Oh, shit. Answering live from my YouTube and X. If you want the full detail. If you want the full details. All right, so let's have a look at that. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So what about the pricing? I was also really, really skeptical about it too. I originally planned a price of for the pricing, the ultimate rule is very simple. You want to charge from the value and not charge from a operating cost principle. I don't know if the camera's going to catch it. There's an amazing book called Value-Based Pricing that you want to have a look at from Alan Weiss, which is essentially see what value bring to the customer and then charge a percentage of that value. This is the ultimate way to charge so that you can actually scale the business. Now, if you don't know what value bring to your customers, start by charging cost plus margin and measuring the value, measuring the benefit that you bring to your customers. Boom, let's go. We have 19 viewers live. I love it. So next one. I have built a few iOS applications that are great tools. Okay, I'm just going to review one because it's one per people. Voice tracking, app, website blocker for unique feature, blah, blah, blah. And finally, a prompt library manager for all your AI prompts. Okay. Okay, let's just pick the first one. Let's have a look at that. Vitamin and pill reminder, Apache. Refill, track and field, log and meditation. Okay, so the problem I have with this is who's the ideal client for this kind of product? And what is the value proposition? Like, what problem are you solving for them? So for the voice bill, it's not clear who you help, how you help, and what's your differentiator. What is your differentiator? I'm probably making a lot of typos, guy, here. That's because I'm dyslexic and I'm live at the same time, which is not easy to do. That was quick. So let's just have a look at another one. AI prompt manager library. Yeah, you have to explain me how you can use that from a phone when most LLMs run on computers and web browsers. This is kind of strange. Do you guys use your LLMs from your phone? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments. Not really sure about that. So let me add another comment. How many people have you talked to about your prompt thing? There we go. Bada boom. Let's go. Okay, so let's take something from the live. Let's have a look at, I'm probably going to say your name wrong, but Synindation. So you are saying, so this is the roast mode. Let me just get to the roast mode so people know. Boom, there you go. So you're saying a B2B platform or infrastructure with a coaching system to optimize user API system. I understand zero about this, and I'm a software engineer by degree. So let me give you a clear example of why this is not the right way of doing it. Imagine I'm a regular Joe. I'll never wake up and make myself a coffee or pour myself a glass of water and think, oh my God, you know what I need? I need a B2B platform or infrastructure with a coaching system to optimize my user API. Let me Google that. Like, nobody wakes up thinking like that. People running businesses, especially B2B businesses or B2B platform, they think, they say, just like when you go to the doctor. When you go to the doctor, you don't open the door of the doctor's office and say, hey, doctor, I need 20 milligrams of ABCD, or I need you to prescribe me this pill, and this pill. When you go to the doctor, you say, hey, doctor, I have a pain in my shoulder. What can you do for me? Hey, doctor, I have a pain on my stomach. I have a bleeding nose. I have pain ABCD. And then the doctor is going to say, okay, for that particular pain, this is the solution I'm bringing. And this is the solution that you need to be using. So what you need to fix in your pitch is, don't talk about it from the technical side of things. Talk about the outcome or talk about the pain. So think like a doctor. If you had to create an ad as a medical doctor, you'd say, hey, if your nose is bleeding, I can help you. What is the equivalent of nose bleeding for your customers? And then build your marketing positioning from that. I hope it helps. Let me know in the comments down below. Boop. Seems like yes. That's okay. But that's part of the exercise. I think people are going to learn and benefit from that. So your mistake is actually a good thing because people can learn from your mistake. And smart people learn from other people's mistake. Let's have a look at some of the other comments that we have here. Boom, 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 boom. Sometimes pricing too low is what makes you lose customer. Price is reflecting the quality, etc. Price is something very fluid. It's something that can evolve. You can increase your price, you can reduce your price. What matters is that you don't lock yourself into one pricing. You should have a way in and have a way out. It's perfectly fine to start pricing at 0 if you're trying to get proof of result. If you're trying to get the proof that your solution is helping your customers. And it's also okay to increase the price as you have more and more signals that your product or service is getting more and more results for your customers. Here we go. We have another one here. Control an agentic IDE that teaches while you build, made for CS undergrads and new devs looking for feedback. Okay, that's interesting. So first, you want to start with the avatar. The very first few words are either the problem or the avatar. Here, you put it at the end. And so the problem is that people don't have confirmation and they'll just move on. So what you want to do first is state who you're talking to, or if you can be very, very quick in describing the problem, that's okay to describe the problem. But in your case, I would say, hey, if you're a CS undergrad or new to development and you're struggling with A, B, C, D, you have to try Control, because it's a really cool tool that is going to teach you how to code as you are coding. Try it this way, and then let me know. Boom. So I guess you are the guys from the Reddit, and the prompt library works on phone, tablet, and Mac. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Excellent. All right. I don't see the link to your website. Did you put it in this live chat, or is it in one of the Reddit X thread that I've put out? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. I don't know where your website is as well. So maybe if you put it here, maybe my platform is sort of filtering the links for some reasons. Otherwise, just go into the Reddit thread and let me know. All right, so let me have a look at some of the stuff on Reddit. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. So you said, so where am I supposed to search? You want me to search on the internet, or you have answered my Reddit thread? Let me move to the next one in the meantime. Okay. Let me just, about, oh shit. Oh, let me just put this message here. Okay, so that is cool. I saw your messages, guys, so I'm going to check that in a minute. I'm just going to progress a little bit on the Reddit thread because this one is a bit older. So let's have a look at this one. I'm a carpenter who gets technical PDFs all the time, but they're often missing dimensions. Of course, there's Bluestream, AutoCAD, and most are web-based and expensive, so I made my own free PDF Calibrator extractor on the Google Play. Essentially, you can calibrate any PDF of known dimensions, and then pull dimensions from your phone into your pocket. It's called Field Scale. Okay, that's an interesting pitch. What I like about it is there's an authority. So I understand that he's a carpenter, and let's just make sure you clip that AI. Carpenter who built a solution for a problem that he has in his job, and so he could potentially sell it to other carpenters. So that's a really cool thing. Now, interesting thing. So I like this sentence. Of course, there's Bluebeam, AutoCAD, and stuff like that, but they are web-based and expensive. So there are existing solutions, which is a proof of market. So again, that's another cool thing. And he has identified a sort of sweet spot because, as he mentioned, there are either web-based or expensive. And so this is where he can position his stuff. So to everyone who always think, okay, the market is saturated or there are big players in the market, this is the right way to do it. So you have something that the big competitors don't have. So these guys, for example, are web-based, or for AutoCAD, for example, could be very expensive. And so this is where you can sort of position yourself. And the advantage, the extra advantage, cherry on top, is he's a carpenter who built a tool for carpenters. And so if you're a carpenter, you'd rather use something that is specifically made by you than having something a bit more generic like AutoCAD. So that's the cool stuff. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at his stuff. Field scale, Google Play, web app. Okay. A couple of screenshots. Okay. So the screenshots are a bit weak because there's no explanation with the thing. Probably you would have to redesign a little bit the screenshot so that it explains to people why we're looking at and what is the sort of the benefit of this, and not just like the screenshot, because you're expecting people to get it from the screenshot. The problem is it's like a joke. You tell the joke and people don't get it. You can always, like when you're telling the joke face to face, you can always like redo it and slightly adjust it for people to get it. But for things like a screenshot and like a product or a landing page, you're not here to fix the problem if the people don't get it the first time. So you want to make sure people understand that. And so the cool trick that I would use if I were you to do that is run what we call live usability testing. Let me just write it here so people can get it. So what you want to do is live usability testing. And so what it is that you book a 30-minute call. Could be 15, but you want to make sure you have enough time. And so throughout those 15 minutes, you're going to ask the other person to share her screen, send them the link, send them the link to your product, and see how they react to it. And so the metaphor is, do they get the joke? Do they get the joke? And so like ask them, okay, what is it that you understand from this page? You understand from this page. And see what they react to that. What you want to do is to get them to think out loud and see if they get the full value of your product description. Product description, landing page, blah, 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 blah. The other aspect of this, and if you can't really run these kind of things, I have something called the Starbucks research experiment. And essentially what it does is like you just go to a coffee shop and you pay people's coffee in exchange of them reviewing your app, landing page, prototype, or whatever. And this is going to give you so much feedback and insights to update and upgrade what you're building, that if you do a couple of, I would say 3 to 5 usability or Starbucks or coffee research, you'll have shitload of data to implement and fix your landing page, fix your messages and stuff like that in just a little bit amount of time. What I do with my clients and what I used to do with my previous clients is I would typically do a research experiment with 1 or 2 hours. It's probably going to cost us between $50 to $100 in coffee or coffee vouchers, and we would get weeks of feedback and improvement for the product or the description of the product or the marketing or these kind of things. So this is what you want to do. So let me just finish this description for that folk. Cool pitch. Like that you deliver a solution for a problem you had. You need to improve the copy and the screenshots in your Google Play. Google Play. Check today's live video for more details. I'm just gonna put up the date, April 21. Boom, there we go. Let's go. All right. Is everything still working here? Yes, we are. Let me just check. Boom. Yep. Steven, got your message. Cool. I'm going to have a look at that in a second. Let me just make sure I spam this a little bit more. Yeah, right. Okay. Cool. Let's do the next one. Did we get anybody to comment on a previous session? Nope. I don't know why. It's very strange. Like, people on X are not comfortable pitching their startups. I'm just not getting the right visibility. Okay, so let's get back to the Reddit one. I'm gonna take another one from Reddit, and then I'll take one from X, and then I'll take one from the comments. Okay, so this one is done. Okay, let's check this one. Alcote. Sounds very French in the spelling. Boom. An AI-powered Cellar Come on, man. Alcote with a French spelling, selling wine. You can't be more cliche. I love it. I'm super curious. If you're watching this right now, let me know. AI-powered Cellar Manager for wine and spirits collectors. Scan, organize, track your collection in one place. Let me just have a look at the look and feel of the stuff. Alcote. Oh, I like the icon. That's a really cool icon. Wine spirits, your story. I don't understand the copy of the title. AI label scans in seconds. Guys, you should stop putting AI everywhere in your features. It's not helping as much as you think. Find bottles right away. Always know bottle location. Everything in one place. Track value. Watch grow your collection at a glance. Never forget any gift. I think you're going way too many directions. You have a lot of very, very different features. What is the main thing? Like, if you had to scrap 80% of the features on your app just to keep the 1, 2, 3 features that really bring value to people and that they'd be willing to pay real money with it, what would be those features? I would fix that. So let's just have a look at the thing. I should probably start using Whisperflow for answering those questions. Love the name. Sounds French. Um, um, we don't understand the problem you're solving. Too many different features presented on the App Store. I would say what are the 1, 2, 3 key features that people would pay for? Bonus croissant point. Let me just drop the croissant here. Bonus croissant point. Like the logo. Boom. Check the live from YouTube for more details. April 21. April 21. There we go. There we go. So I am definitely gonna post the replay, and I'm prioritizing people on the live. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Steven. So that was to answer this question. So let's get back to a couple of live/X folks. So synth you posted. There we go. It's gonna be much easier for people to see. Let's have a look at this one. Next time, just add the pitch with the link so people who are watching, they understand what we're talking about. I'm just gonna pull it back up from the chat. This is what we're talking about. So let's have a look at Synvertas. Pum pum pum, pum pum pum. Just hydrate myself. Okay, this value proposition is much clearer than what you said. Your AI is costing you more than it should. Fix that in 5 minutes. It's better than B2B platform with coaching system and stuff like that. But it's still not that, because costing is very ambiguous. What do you mean by costing? Is it in terms of token? Is it in terms of electricity bill? Is it in terms of time spent using it? It's not clear enough. It has to be perfectly clear for people to be like, oh, that's exactly me. Now, costing you more is too ambiguous. Fix that in 5 minutes. Does that mean I'm going to have to fix it? Or does it mean you're going to fix it? Or does it mean we are going to fix it together? So you said in terms of tokens. So what I would typically do here is I would like change the copy right away. So boom, let's just click here. Your AI is costing you more tokens than it should. Boom, do you see the difference? Like we just added one word. Your AI is costing you more tokens than it should. And now I'm like, shit, that's exactly me. Now I get it. Now the thing is, okay, who's gonna fix it? You, me, or we, you and I together? If it's me going to fix it, I mean, if I knew how to fix it, I would have done it. I would have come to your website. Unless I'm missing something, and then you have to be more precise about why is it that I'm gonna be able to fix it myself in 5 minutes. So if it's a do it yourself, I would typically say something like, fix that in 5 minutes with our XYZ protocol. Now it makes more sense. Your AI is costing you more tokens than it should. Fix that in 5 minutes with, sorry, I made a typo, with our XYZ protocol. And now I can dive into these kind of things. One gateway for ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, blah, blah. So now you're using technical terms like gateway. Who are you talking to? If you're talking to technical people, that's understandable. If you're talking to James, the garage business owner, who's using ChatGPT for some kind of stuff, he has no idea what a gateway is. Same thing, you're using like this dev kind of look and feel. If your customer, if the person writing you the check doesn't come from a technical background, this is gonna scare them away. Even if the look and feel of the website is cool, but like I come from software engineering, so I find it cool because I come from software engineering. 24-hour cache TTL, same thing, TTL. If you're not talking to a tech person, 3 providers, Anthropic, 1,000 requests a day. I don't understand. It's like it's not clear for me. We respect your data. That's something I can understand. Secure handling of the API, secure storage, protect the data. Okay, I get that. I totally get that. Everything figured out. You just built. This is very ambiguous. This is the typical kind of sentences that you get with AI, but it's very, very ambiguous. I wouldn't use that. You just built. What does it mean by you? We just built. Just not clear. Again, one connection, blah, 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 blah. Is it me or it's a bit laggy? Stop paying for the same answer twice. Okay, that's an interesting value proposition, but you need to be able to quantify that. How often people ask the same questions? Please, guys, I'm going to say that again. I think I'm going to say that every live. Take 10 seconds and remove those M dashes. It just tells me that you are lazy enough just to copy paste what the AI gave you and put it onto your website. Take 10 seconds, scan the page, remove the M dash, and that's it. Like, nobody uses M dash. That's the reality. And if someone uses M dash, I tell them, okay, what is the keyboard shortcut? If they cannot answer in 3 seconds, that means that was AI, which is 99% of the case. Better AI answers without asking your users to write better. Okay, you'd have to prove that. Your app keeps working even when providers go down. So now I don't understand, like, who are you helping? Because now you're talking about people building apps. This is a bit confusing. Like, how many people have paid for your services and what are their specificities? What is their avatar? What kind of businesses they are? What kind of profile they are? Because I see that you're mixing up different kind of avatars in the way the copy is written. And it's exactly why I showed you before with the burger. Like, if you're talking to people who are not tech and talking to are very tech, and you try to combine that in the same copy, in the same page, you're just creating confusion. You're just creating confusion, and you're never fully answering one or the other problem. And so you're just missing people out. So I would just have a look at that and fix it and then get back to it. Let me just drop my emojis. Boom, boom, boom. Answered live. Don't know if you were watching it when I was doing it, but just to have access to the replay. I'm going to do one more roast. And let's have a look at Steven's stuff. I think you sent me a DM here. Boom, boom, boom. Let's zoom into that. So here's my pitch and my link. Community where makers help makers build better product. Feedback first. Yep, I remember that. I see a couple of your tweets and posts on X. So problem number 1. Same thing like the previous one. Makers help makers. For me, that's not clear. Are you talking to bricklayers? Who are the makers? Define makers. They should be zero ambiguity with what you're doing here. and then help makers build better product. Is that a problem they really have? Like, do you did you hear or read people saying, "Man, I need maker help me build a better product"? What is the problem that they have? And they say it with their own words. Like, you have to go and dive this specifically with their vocabulary. Indie hackers, I really struggle to find the right message. The problem they have is to get feedback. So what we're going to do, because I cannot do it today, but what we're going to do in the following sessions, so I try to go live every day except Wednesday. Next time, we're going to take exactly your question, and I'm going to show you live how you can find the right message. There is like a mechanical technique to do this. And I'll do that in the next session because I think I need an entire episode just to make it right. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, cool. So, so you need to fix this. You need to fix this, get the right thing, and then move on. I'm gonna quickly have a look at the website, but I'll do a deeper analysis on the website next time. But like right now, the value proposition is off. The community that makes your product better. So yeah, so like what I said, this is very, very vague. Like I can't visualize it. I can't visualize. So you need to fix that. Okay, that looks like an AI generated website. Yeah, it's definitely an AI generated website. Okay, I'll have a look at that next session. But the value proposition is off. Let me have a look at the next one. Where's my live? Where's my live? Sorry guys, I'm doing copy paste mistakes. Okay, last one for today. Did you paste me your link somewhere? Because right now you said like go Control AI or something like that. Control AI. Let's just Google that. Okay. Man, your SEO is good. The SEO is good. SEO is good. Control, the IDE that teaches you while you build. Okay, so you need, please remove the M dash. No, actually here the M dash is okay. But the IDE that teaches while you build, you need to put the avatar. Control, the IDE for CS grad to learn how to dev, so that it's clear right from the beginning. When I click, before I even click, I know it's for me. Control, the best IDE to learn software development. And then people will be like, what? How? Well, because it's teaching you while you build. So let me click on this. Please clip that. Oh, this is a really cool stuff. You just click and it slaps you in the face with, "You're such a fraud." Oh, man. Oh, that was funny. I was slapped in the face by the fraud thing. That was really funny. I give you a croissant point, right, just for that. I give you a croissant point. Let me just give you a crescent point. Croissant the French way. Boom. Ah, that was funny. You got a croissant point. Stop being a fraud. I was definitely not expecting this in the landing page. That was funny. Just commented on the Reddit, so I'll get back to you, Red. But that's the website. So there's a little bit of something strange here. Your logo is all green. I don't know if we can zoom more than that. Your logo is all green, but then your landing page has this sort of purple color. And you see, like, I don't see your logo at the beginning except on the top right corner here. Let me just do that. And so when I landed on the page, for a split second, I thought am I on the control website or not? Because like, look at it. If you look at it from this, I'm not sure I landed on the right website. Because the first thing that I saw from you was that green smiley thing. So you want to fix that. You either want to switch your logo to that purple, or you want to put some green into this website so something tells me that, okay, I'm on the right website. Because like even your logo is really small at the top, and so it got it wrong. So you have a little bit of a branding / artistic direction heuristic violation here, like a little bit of a problem. Idea that teaches you while you build, stop being a fraud. That was funny, but I don't think that's the right value proposition. You vibe code, you ship, but can you explain any of it? Okay, that's an interesting value proposition. I would definitely save that. Control teaches you while you build, not after. Cool. So now I'm interested. Like I'm genuinely curious. Exactly. So I'm not the only one saying like put some green, put some greens, be healthy, put some greens on your website. Um, you blah blah blah. So I'm curious. I want to know how it works. Like, how can I learn how to code while coding and see how it goes? Like same thing. Like your interface is all purple. It you missing your entire branding with that logo. Okay, interesting. Why is that clickable? Oh, nice. Okay, that's good. That's cool. Okay. We definitely gonna clip that and put it on the YouTube channel, or at least on X, so give you free visibility. That's cool. I like the demo. Okay, this is actually clickable. Okay, nice. Okay, there's a little bit of a preloaded animations and stuff like that. It's a bit like the carpenter guy. It's not. I don't understand like how is that teaching me. So maybe your demo is a little bit off. Your primary color was purple. We will fix it. Okay, or fix your logo. Get some purple on your logo if you want to keep the purple. That's fine by me. But make sure it's like consistent. Okay, I get it, but I think your tool could be a bit better if it was at least highlighting the portion of the code, because like right now this pop-up, I don't understand, because here I see two functions, no, probably three. So this function, for example, what is it exactly doing? I was expecting something like it's gonna highlight the function and then it's gonna explain me the overall use of the function, and then eventually explain me why it's returning a repository with an email, or why it's taking, can I close this? Why it's taking a particular parameter or stuff like that. So here's the thing. You say we do this in the IDE. You do it in the IDE, and that's fantastic, but your demo is not doing it. And the problem is nobody will download the IDE knowing that the IDE is going to do it if they don't see it in the demo. So if I were you, I would craft a demo that shows the most important part of what the IDE does, even if it's just screenshots. But right now it's not demonstrating the best part of the IDE, which is what you want to show. Excellent. So change your demo so that it shows the promise. When people get onto the website and they see the demo says, hey, this is the best thing you're going to get if you click on download. And people look at the best thing, they either say, okay, that's what I want, I love it, I download. Or if that's your best thing and it's kind of meh for me, I don't want to see the rest of it, right? Look at it as a movie. The trailer in the movie gives you glimpse of the climax, and the trailer says, man, if you got excited by this, you have to watch the movie. And so right now you didn't give us the enough exciting bits for us to say, shit, okay, I want to see more of it. I will stop here because I think this is the best feedback you can get so far for this. Change that, and get back to the show in about a week or two and show me the update and see where we can go from there. Yep. But unfortunately, I have to stop this session because I have this rule of trying to make it a 1 hour session so people would come back and get another episode. So I have to wrap up with this. Sorry guys, you have to stay like just like your stuff. Like, you guys have to subscribe, come back tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, to get more value. If you had a good time, if you got value out of this live, subscribe to any of my social media, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you drop your questions, whether it's on Reddit or whether it's in the comments in the YouTube video or on X, and see you on the next one. But until then, boom.